Make sure to be a member on the channel, link is in the description. Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. We are flying the A10A late with the custom loadout, filled with bombs, with rockets, with mavericks, with the GAU-8 of course, and we are flying around on RRB, which is normally not the most effective thing ever to actually use the A10 here. You know, it is a ground attack aircraft of course, so normally it is just better to fly it on the tank battles, you know. But I decided to make a video on in air to ground on ARB, which is normally kind of a death trap to this aircraft, but to show to you guys, especially with this BR, because 10.0 is pretty low to such a good aircraft for cast, you know. I know it's because of the performance, of course, and I don't think it should be higher, but it can take a lot of ground ordnance to destroy ground targets, which makes it so that you can actually win the battle by doing ground. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Make sure to subscribe and be a member to help the channel, and make sure to click on the little bell icon down below to actually get the notification for new videos. So yeah, cheers for that guy. But yeah, balls, but weird name, man, weird name. But anyway, I'm going to show to you guys that ground, it's complicated, you know. Ground in RRB normally is just, as I said before, kind of a death trap, but I want to say that you can actually win doing this. Of course you can win, but I want to, besides saying that you can win doing this, is to actually show that we need some change. It's kind of not a rant video, but we need some change by guiding in these maps for ground targets, in my opinion. I think they are too centered in just one location basically, which means, and normally in the middle of the map, which makes it so that it's kind of impossible to actually basically win by doing this. It's really hard, and maybe they could change some other stuff like the amount of points and just the normal things that happen when you destroy targets and the tickets go down, you know. Maybe you could change that if it is a little bit more effective in the way that where the ground units are in the map. But normally once you get into the middle of the map where the ground units are, you are basically dead normally, you know. It's difficult to have such a battle like this one, for example, that everybody was just away from me, and I was able to actually get a lot of ground targets destroyed and basically win the match by killing ground together with other people doing some other stuff. But in general, I could do this more often, and just the actual idea is to just leave it that ground aircraft like the A7, like the Sukhoi 22 for example, to be a little bit more of a viable option to actually play as a ground striker. I mean, I know normally in real life you have to have air support to actually be able to destroy everything, but it's not always the case. And if you spread out a little bit on the map the ground units, I really don't understand. We have such big maps right now, and why would you just have they all centered in one location? I mean, explore the map, you know. And yeah, it would be just a tiny bit better, I think, because instead of just relying on air cover, you can actually be kind of a stealth and just try to avoid being the main target in the middle of the map, you know. I think like something in the lines of the enduring confrontation maps that we see right now, but not that much, you know. I mean, an A10 is really slow, so I mean, there is the gameplay, you know, idea behind it that you cannot take 20 minutes to get to the target. Maybe in simulator, but in air realistic it's just kind of boring for most people. So yeah, there's a fine line to that, but you could have like more spread out units, more convoys to attack, more missions in general for ground attacking, and even some type of other missions like why not add anti-ship missiles, for example, and have some kind of a mission to destroy ships with it. You know, some air-to-ground weapons would be nice. Seed weapons like anti-radiation missiles as well to kill some some AA systems. You could put some AA systems in these pockets of spread out units along the map. You know, so it's just something that I think it's a very good idea and something that should be added to War Thunder, you know. But yeah, once you get it a very heavy air cover, as you see, you can actually win the battle just by destroying the ground units, which is always kind of fun. I mean, you have to admit it's fun to fly these aircraft in this type of thing. I always try to use the aircraft like it was supposed to be used in real life. So yeah, it's really fun to fly like this, even though it is very limited because of the way that the maps work and stuff like that. So this is my perspective on it and my idea behind it, kind of a opinion video, and the way that I think it should have. You can always improve a little bit, you know. So yeah, this is it, guys. Battle is finished and we won, and I see you guys on the next one.